Alright, should we say hello?
Oh, fuck, it smells like smoke.
What sort of smoke?
Do you smell
Like
burnt
fire
toast?
smoke. It's like way too much smoke.
Like, your house might be on fire, you're gonna die
Like,
soon?
like I smell a camping fire, but there ain't no
Oh.
camping fire around.
Is that what houses smell like when they burn down? I don't think they
I don't
would.
know. I don't
Has
know.
anyone ever been in a house that's been burning?
Nope. No.
Yeah.
Oh.
The
Ian?
outside, perhaps.
Yeah.
He's like,
In-
I leave the scene before
In
it
the garage,
happens."
maybe? Setting the fire?
Making inventions, you know.
I don't think it would smell like a campfire. I think it would smell like all the shit in your house burning. A lot of
Plastic.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Not like a pleasant campfire smell. You're like,
No.
you're sitting in your house like, it smells like a campfire, and then you're dead. You're too stupid to get out of the way because...
Can you feel the heat
I could
draft? Can you feel
maybe
the heat?
jump out my window, but that's a fucking hefty fall. That'd be pretty exciting though. You'd have oh wait, no, you wouldn't have that
Yeah, he
recording.
was just talking about normal things, and he just yelled in his mic.
Yeah, we want to get that recording. That would be a shame.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, I'd have to try to export it and then send it to you before my fucking room caught up.
Oh.
Fucking last is dying.
What a
dying
trooper.
moment.
It'd be pretty cool though. My last dying moments.
He's devoted
Sending
to
a
the
fucking
craft.
audio file.
That would get some fucking hits.
Throwing out a USB stick out his window. Get this to Josh!
We're gonna be famous on the internet.
And then like and then my
died
room,
in a fucking house
my
fire.
room lights up and like 5 minutes later I'm just in there.
These were
screaming
Steve's
for
last
no
words.
reason.
Ah, my dick is on fire. Ah, I'm rubbing it so hard.
Fucking goofs.
Goose.
Goofs. Goofballs.
You can.
You're
Is that what I
racist,
said?
Steve. You're racist. So racist. We haven't even started yet, and you're throwing out the racist
We've
slangs.
Yeah, we
I
didn't
gotta
even
bleep all
do
that
the
shit
intro
out.
yet.
Fucking
You'll
silly.
bleep it all out, and people are gonna go, "What did he say?" And I'll say, "Steve is incredibly racist,"
That's not very nice.
or he really just has really lame insults.
You're a goof. That's pretty
You're a
bad.
goof. You goof. You
Stupid.
stupid head. Big nose. Bum face.
Hey, it's that could hurt someone.
Bum face. Yeah, someone like had their face like blasted off, and there's just some weird crease in the middle of their face for some reason.
Yeah.
You bum
can see
face.
that.
Hey.
Seems like a Far Side comic.
Yeah, it does.
It does.
Far Side. I was reading about Gary Larson. Like he was just like, you ever hear the thing where he's just like, "Don't put my comics on the internet,
Yeah.
please."
Yeah.
He's really polite about it. Most people do, but every time it pops up, I'll see it on Imager, and a bunch of people will be like, "Hey, he said don't put this on the internet."
Yeah.
So
He got to respect his craft. He was good. He was good.
he was. How do I stopped? Or did he?
I think he did. Just the whole syndication newspaper bit, that kind of stuff. Same with Bill
Yeah.
Watterson and all that too, right?
Syndication was a big problem for cartoonists. I know Steve and Ian won't really relate to this because
They didn't follow the industry
comics
at all.
in newspapers was not really a thing even when they were young. I mean, they were kind of like the tail end, but they kind of like peaked in the 70s, 80s, a bit in the early 90s. It's actually something I wanted to get into for a while. That's why I ended up doing a webcomic, because it was just so much easier. And then everyone else kind of figured out, oh yeah, that's so much easier. Because the syndicates that controlled what you could do for newspaper comics, like the 4-panel strips, they were like really like oppressive, like what you could do, what you could put into a comic. So a lot of the reason like a lot of comics seem generic in the newspapers is because that was just the way it is. It's like, oh, we want everyone to be like, Peanuts.
Yeah.
Peanuts.
It's like
Penises?
Yeah, it's like telling a comedian,
Penis.
okay, you can tell jokes, but it can only be 5 sentences long. That's it.
Yeah.
And it has to be something a 5-year-old can get.
Yeah, exactly, right? And it's like,
So there was stuff like Bloom County that came out in the 80s, which is something I read a lot of, and it was really edgy. And there was like just some things that couldn't get away with. And I remember the guy who did that, Berkeley Breathe, had a lot of issues with the syndicate, and he actually made a lot of comics about kind of lampooning the syndicate. And like Watterson had issues with them, and I just think, well, that and the whole newspaper just going away, and that was it. It was gone. It was a big thing that everyone thought was to be untouchable, and then it's gone. And then so newspapers gone, magazines are going, fucking TV's going.
Yeah. Well, cable's going, not TV. Yeah.
That was our tangent.
Let's do our intro. Ian, say hello.
Hello.
Yeah, we didn't really do an intro.
Steve,
Yeah, we
don't
just
say
started
hello.
talking.
We don't care about you. Josh, say hi.
Steve, call for help. You're in a fire.
Steve.
For God's sakes.
Let's hear your cry for help, Steve.
Something like that would be good.
Also his orgasm sound.
Yeah, why am I screaming help though when that happens? I've got some weird issues. Something happened.
You know, there's that saying where, like, you do that panic scream, and that's your panic scream no matter if you're proud of it or not.
Mm.
So
We know his panic scream.
I wonder if it's something like that.
My panic scream is more like me screaming, "Oh fuck!" I'm trying to sound not girly at the same time. But I don't know. One day I'll be like super panicky. Mostly I just tense up and I'm like, "Oh fuck!"
Yeah. Like, who has a really manly scream? It's just like, someone comes around the corner and like, ugh. That's so scream.
Sounds like having a bad day.
You just be like super cool. Someone comes around the corner and you don't scream. You're just like, what's that?
Wow, you're cool.
I cry for help. Cigarette pops
They'll
in
be
his
like, "You got problems, dude. You got problems." Were your
can't
parents
help it.
shot in front of you when you were a child or something? Like, you got some
mouth. I'm
problems.
so cool. Joe, say hello.
Hello.
Why were you late today, Joe? Why did you put us back today?
Put us back
Yeah.
to the future.
Explain yourself, Joe.
What?
It's work. It's work.
Fuck. No.
Work.
No excuse.
Work.
Joe thinks you can only eat after 8s during Christmas.
Yes.
What the fuck? I bet you think you can only eat mandarin oranges in Christmas too, you old bastard.
It's Festivus. You can only eat them during Festivus.
The fuck is Festivus?
Oh my god. Don't you remember? We used to set up a pole and have the feats of strength in the apartment.
What?
Wait, you guys live together?
No. Never. Never happened.
He wishes to forget it.
Whoa. Wait, was that the time where you had a pizza box in the oven forever?
No, that wasn't him.
No.
Oh, I know that one.
So you do have like many amazing adventures in that apartment?
We did have a wall of fucking corn or Frosted Flakes boxes, though.
A wall of frost and a wall of Coke cans.
Oh.
Holy fuck, living the dream.
Yeah, it was the dream.
The
We did have
ultimate man
pretty,
cave.
pretty good adventures. Some NBA
Adventure.
basketball.
D&D nights.
Yeah. Halo nights.
I miss D&D nights. I brought that up with Joe. I found an online program that basically simulates a RPG desktop type thing. And I know some people actually use that for like streaming and just playing online games, and I was wondering how that would be for video. It'd be interesting. D&D's fun. It's just, as you get older, it's harder to find people who do it. And I don't know. I don't know what the interest in that game is. It really peaked, I think, in the 90s with 3rd edition. And then Wizard of the Coast took over and they kind of streamlined it a bit, kind of made it more mainstream, I guess. But at the same time, I think they've kind of watered it down a lot. It seems very generic. And I don't know, it's not as detailed. It's a lot easier to get into, but I don't think it's as deep as it used to be. What's the kids' opinion on
this?
D&D these days?
D&D? I really try my best when we play it, but
You've actually played it?
yeah, I've played it a couple times. It's a lot of fun. But I don't know enough to sometimes just can I just get the best thing right now and try to make this awesome shot? I usually play Hunter because that's just
Even in D&D, Steve's the huntard.
yeah.
Good job.
Naturally.
Ian, play some D&D.
I only played it 2 times, and both times I don't know what I was doing.
Yeah, it really depends on who your DM is. When I DM, my rule was always, well, I tried to. I was a lot younger when I DM'd. I haven't played D&D for like 15 years, so I think it would be interesting to play now just to see how my perspective of the game has changed by getting older and being a lot more relaxed. But I always like the idea of just you can do whatever you want, but you got to make the dice roll. You want to do something crazy, because that's how I played. I was like, oh, I want to slide. I want to do a running jump and slide through this guy's legs and shoot him in the back with a crossbow.
Shoot him in the dick.
Well, yeah. Make some dexterity rolls, bitches.
Make some rolls. Make the rolls.
Yeah.
So I always liked having players who would I liked having no plan and just sitting there and having players going like, I want to do this, and kind of like testing my ability to make shit up on the fly. Fortunately, it didn't happen a lot because a lot of D&D players need to be like handheld, like, oh, what do I do?
Why don't we do a D&D? You can be the DM. Let's see if that's people.
Well,
like
that's what we're
video.
talking about. I was like looking at it.
Yeah.
But I like the idea of. I know I approached the game in a way where I was like, oh, I have this entire world to myself. I can kind of do anything I really want, and I always wish players would look at it that way too. It's like, okay, you're standing on a road. What do you do? And a lot of players would be like, oh,
I run into the woods.
No, a lot of players would just be like, "Well, I'm gonna stand here until something happens to like lead me on the way. Like, where do I gotta go? Where's the adventure?" It's like, man, you're your own dude. Like, look at it like you would a Fallout game or
like you're sitting in a tavern.
Elder Scrolls.
To start a drinking game with some random person.
Ooh, actually, that could be really fun if we all just drank and did it. Really got loose.
I just mean like you gotta look at it like an open world. Like, do whatever the fuck you want to do. Yeah. It's like, look around. What do I see? Oh, I see a big mountain, some city.
See a heap on the ground. It's crying and shivering. I pick it up. It's Ian.
Well, that's what people want. People want that like goal. But I want to say like, oh, you see a mountain with maybe some like ruins on it. To the south, you see a city. To the west, you see some like open fields. And I want people to go like, oh, I want to see what's in those ruins, or I want to see what's in that city. That's the game of. That's the game I always want to play.
You paint the picture, and I will walk it, sir.
Yeah. So I'm not sure how that would go. That seems like a lot of people stream that sort of thing. They don't actually make videos of it because D&D games tend to get long. Like you're looking at like 3-hour sessions.
Yeah. I mean, we could do that though if we were having fun and like you just split it up, or just kind of cut the very best parts. Yeah. Well, because I feel like most people don't want to watch like fucking hour episodes. They just want to like when you cut the fat off and give you like the white meat, you know.
It depends.
That's part of the video.
I think streaming has made people more tolerable to longer, kind of rambling stuff. Like Sips was playing Fallout 4 the other day for 4 fucking hours. Yeah. And half the time he's just building his base, and people.
But he's already like got a great following. I think like
but I mean,
started with like short and sweet videos, right? Because that's what people really like.
It depends. I think it would be hard personally to watch a D&D video where it's like just starting, because the way D&D is, like everyone fucks around for the first half an hour and then gets going.
You gotta
and the way combat
detail and know what's going on.
Yeah, and then combat can get slow too. So you could watch the entire video where like 6 turns have gone by in combat. So I feel like people would actually probably be more tolerant to longer episodes.
Yeah. Pops.
It's something to keep in mind.
Put it in your pocket for later, boys.
Apparently that that website I was looking at too supports all different versions of D&D, not just the latest. So
cool.
3rd edition could be a possibility. There's nothing wrong with 3rd edition in my book. I think the newer editions are. The only problem with 3rd edition was it's really exploitable if you're really cunning about putting together builds, and if your DM's not going to control the players. Like you can put together some just insane shit.
The only person who would do that would be Ian.
I've done it.
Am I that devious?
Yes. Oh yeah, you
Ian
would, but you'd be the DM, so it's not like we can control what you do anyways.
Yeah.
But I knew Ian would be like,
I've always been a min-maxer, even before min-maxing was the thing. That's how some people are.
I think the whole plot just revolve around that big, huge D&D Easter egg video.
Oh god.
Magic missile into the darkness.
Yeah.
I want to cast magic missile.
She gets such a hard on.
We fucking listened to that so many times doing prep.
Yeah,
it's
it's
just
weird.
Like let it happen.
Like you leave him alone with a computer with random people for like fucking 5 minutes. He'll play it for them.
He'll be like, "Hey, have you guys seen this from the
Man,
90s?
if he incorporates that to an actual D&D game, I would just fucking lose it.
Ian was converting me to he'd be playing his fucking Muppet songs all the time, and I liked them. I would defend them. People come down, it's like, what are you listening to, Ian? I'm like, they're awesome. Get out of here.
You don't understand. You're not one of us.
Fucking losers.
Terrible.
Oh,
Terrible.
All right. Gonna transition to.
Okay, so let's do our intro.
We've done it. We've done the intro.
Yeah.
Did?
Yeah.
Oh.
I wrangled
over.
us in for
When?
the intro. Don't worry.
Well, people said hello, and
Yeah.
I did.
That's it. That's enough.
Oh, we usually say hello with like a little funny voice tone.
You did. You were like, hello,
Yeah.
and then
That's
Oh,
what
she
I
was
that
like.
might
like,
have
hey,
been
that's
Steve.
enough.
Yeah.
That's enough.
It's not right without
That's enough.
Steve, though.
That's
Oh,
enough,
okay.
Steve. Steve,
Just doesn't
Yes.
feel completed.
your house is burning down.
Yeah.
What do you
Oh,
do?
fuck, that would suck. The ground just gets super hot. It's like, why didn't you fuckers tell me there was like 4 people downstairs?
Who's downstairs?
4 people. And they didn't
But
even
who?
tell me. Christopher,
Yep.
got Taylor, got Emily, and we got Jonathan.
Yeah, you don't miss any of those guys.
Yeah.
Look, 2 weeks, man. 2 weeks to get over any loss. You'll feel generally sad for the rest of your life, but you'll be okay after 2 weeks. Don't worry about it, man. You'll find new friends.
It's pretty rough.
That's an insult I keep in my pocket. If I just really want to break someone, like horribly. Like, have you ever met someone on the street, like just being an asshole to
just
you,
wanna
like some
break
person you
them?
don't know, like some stranger, some drunk guy, like just shouting insults at you?
Oh, yeah,
I just
like
feel
he was asking how tall you were.
No, that
That's
was
pretty
just
funny.
a drunk old man.
Also,
But I mean, just
on that topic, are you
some
do you play
asshole that you
basketball?
would have met, I would just been like 2 weeks, and they'd be like, "What?" I said 2 weeks. If you died in a car accident or a fire, everyone would forget you in 2 weeks, and then I'd walk away, and that person would be broken forever because it's
Forever,
fucking
yeah.
true. Because that guy's probably an asshole, so his friends don't really give a shit about him.
Yeah,
So there you go.
True dat.
maybe.
You guys can put that in your pocket too.
Okay.
Hmm? I'm not wearing any pants, so I don't have any pockets on me right now. So
I don't know where any pants
a
either.
little awkward.
Tuck it in that pouch between your ball sack and your dick.
Man, that was gonna be so good if you fucking finished that sentence. Ugh.
Oh, awkward pause. He's like looking down. What is that? Oh,
What's the next
Catching
bit?
a,
ball
catching a
sack and your
touchdown pass and
penis.
falling down at the 2-yard line.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
fucking
So
there.
close.
so close.
It would have been sweet.
Gotta work on your delivery there, Steve.
So what's going on with the Yogscast videos?
Yeah.
Okay, this is what's going on with the Yogscast videos. I have to collect my thoughts because I'm going to try and not get ranty because
Okay.
this has been mildly upsetting to me for about
Uh,
the entire fucking summer.
yeah, no doubt.
All right, so anyways, I started doing the Civ highlight videos on the channel. We all know that.
Yep.
That's why
what,
most
like-
people are on the channel now.
Yeah.
I don't even know what our subs are at now, but they've gone up by about 1,000.
Yeah, I
since-
saw it. Like
Which is
a week
pretty
ago, it was
impressive.
1,000.
Yes. So that is mainly people here who are here for the Civ videos. So they got attention. Every time I do a video, I'd post one on the Reddit. I'd be just like, hey, we made this video. Do you want to watch it? And people would like, okay, cool. And then people would come on the channel and they go like, this is really fucking good. And people would be like, you should have more subs, that sort of thing. Like it was one of those things that caught on. And then once on the Reddit, I saw someone say, hey, I think Terps and Lewis mentioned you on a stream recently. Terps is the CEO of the Yogscast and Lewis is like the founding member. So I was like, oh. And so someone linked the video for me and I watched it and it was basically them saying they're really good. They've seen the videos, they're really good. Terps made some jokes about the copyright stuff, but I mean, they were just jokes. And then Lewis said, I'd actually pay this guy to make videos for us. And I was like, oh.
Yeah.
So I spent like a couple days trying to just get a fucking hold of them because their website's bullshit. They just recently put up a website, but their old one was just crap and none of the contact emails worked. So I just DM'd Terps directly on Twitter and I said, hey, I'm the guy that makes the videos. What do I got to do to get in contact with you? And he said, email me here. So I emailed him. And it took a little while to hear back from him because, you know, they're busy. That's fine. And so I eventually DM'd him again and I was like, hey, it's me. What's up again? And he's like, oh, sorry, you know, we forgot. We were busy. And he just said, make a video, put it unlisted, and we'll look at it. And I was like, cool. So I made actually made 2 videos from a later season. They're actually on our channel right now, but they're not published. They're still there unlisted, and they're pretty decent. It's from one of my favorite seasons of Civ. It's season 8 with a bunch of the Hat Films guys. That's beside the point. So I made them, and then they just sat there for a while. I DM'd Terps, and I was like, hey, you know, they're there if you want to take a look at them. And then I DM'd him a week later, and I was like, there's another one there if you want to take a look at it. Nothing. I didn't hear nothing from them from weeks and weeks and weeks. Like, not even a no, or not even like, hey, this will, you know, take some time. So I got really paranoid about being, you know, annoying. So I tried to limit it to, like, you know, I'll contact them. You know, I didn't want to bug them every couple of days. It's more like weeks, 2 weeks in between me saying anything to them. Yeah. So I DM'd them again, and I was just like, what's the time frame on this? Does this take a couple months? Like, I don't really mind if this takes a long time, but
it'd just be nice to look forward to something. Or
no,
at least have a date where.
Well, that too. But the thing that was really getting to me is we had 1,000 subs on our channel who were here to see Civ videos, basically, that I couldn't do because I told Terps that I was not going to publish them.
Oh, right.
Until, you know, they're supposed to be unlisted because they would eventually go on their channel. That was the idea. And they had talked about pay, and I was like, you know what, I'm not really interested in pay. I just want to get these to as many people as possible. If they go on the Civ channel, they get like 150,000 views. That's cool.
That is cool.
That's what the main thing I want. I want people to see our videos. So there's still no response, and then like a week after that, I emailed them at their new website, and I was just like, hey, you know, kind of the same thing. I kind of explained the situation with, you know, the subs and how I was kind of feeling pressure just to get content out for these guys. Definitely. And still no response. And to this day, still no response.
Oh, I thought there was going to be something.
So last week, I actually put up another Civ video because I was just like, fuck it. You know, Plan B is still decent. We still got a lot of subs on the channel.
It's like 1,250 almost. They just looked.
Yeah, I can still get them Civ videos, and maybe they'll get into like the other videos we're doing once we get a good series on the go. But
do you see any problem with throwing a video up? Because you kind of like talked about not doing it. And
the thing is, that's a season 8 video, and I just finished season 6 for the highlights. So there's season 7, and by the time we get to season 8, if I haven't heard from them, I'm going to put the videos up and just say fuck it. I'm just disappointed because they never said nothing.
Yeah, that's just ignoring. It's kind of like, they're busy, but like it would be nice.
Yeah,
to
they're
get
really
something.
busy. I get that, and I got to say, like, it affected me for a while. Like, I didn't want to make videos for like 2 weeks. I didn't watch any Yogscast stuff for like a week, and I'm a huge Yogscast. All I really watch is Sips because he's kind of like a fringy Yogscast guy.
Yeah.
But it really took like a lot of that creative excitement out of it for me.
Yeah, definitely.
Because it feels like, man, I was like really close to something cool, and then just to not hear anything. There's a saying in wrestling.
It would be better if it was a no almost than like just ghost.
There's a saying in wrestling where the worst reaction is no reaction. Like if you come out with your your show and you're a heel and everyone boos the shit out of you, they hate you,
so
or
you're getting a reaction.
But if you go out there and like the crowd's like mildly silent,
no one cares.
You're like, no one cares. Like, no, you want the people booing you. You want
the cheers.
I want cheering.
You want to hear something. There's nothing worse than hearing nothing, and that's what really got to me. Like I would rather have just heard no. I wanted to say like just say no, but I didn't want to close the door.
Yeah.
But that's kind of what I was thinking in the back. Just say no so I can like get on with my fucking life, because it was just something like Ian was always asking me about it, and I was just like, no, man, I didn't hear nothing. And it weighed on me for a long time. And it's not even so much that I was really close to something cool. It's just, man, like just say no. Or say yes, or just maybe they don't even know and they're still looking at it, and I'll hear from them in like fucking 6 months, and I'll be like, I'm done all those videos, man. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, now I have a fucking 10 million subs. I don't even fucking need that.
I love our videos, our original content.
Well, it's like at work. Whenever I interview anyone for a job, I'll tell them, I'll call you the next day, yay or nay, just so they know, so they can move forward.
Oh, that's awesome.
Right? Like that's the way I do business, and it's the same thing. Like I'll let you know if you got the job or not, plain and simple. Like I'm not gonna let you like sitting on it or waiting on it. I'll let you know if I get a voicemail. I'll call the next day, because I hate leaving voicemails or shit like that.
Yeah. So here's the thing, like, people like these videos. like they really like these videos, and they get way more hits than like our channel size indicates. Like we were talking about in the last video, you can expect 10% of your subs to watch a video. So if you got 1,000 people, you put up a video, you can expect 100 people to watch it. I put up we as the channel, but me as the creator, put up a Civ video, 10,000, 15,000, 20,000 people watch these videos. That's insane. The Civ videos that I put up score higher than some of the videos on some of the fringe Yogscast channels.
Oh wow!
Like some of the, like the new people.
34,000 views on your Best of Civ Part 1
Yeah.
video.
And that's only 2 months
That's
old.
with like 1,000 subs. Like, that's
But those
like,
are good
even
videos.
2
Like
months
they're
ago.
funny. Like I love watching them too, because like I love Civ, and then being able to digest it down into like the key points, and then the funny moments, and then like the key like battles and stuff like that. So you don't have like a lot of the nitty gritty turns, but just the witty banter and stuff like that. It's like it's very digested, and it's like very
like when I first started doing it, it was more just to be the funny parts, but as I started doing them, I was like, oh, should I put in this part where this guy declared war on this person, or this person lost their city? And I was like, I guess I can make it more of the story of the season instead of just the best,
funny
the
parts,
highlights.
Yeah, see, I like both parts, because being a Civ person, I'm like, I like seeing their moves, they make the strategies, what they're playing, like how they have 0 science and just discover writing like Zoe. Like,
well, the last one we did was Zoe when she got her city taken over. Her city was taken over by a city-state that had declared war.
Yes, that was
like, how fucking bad do you have to be
I was like,
to lose your city to a city-state? That's amazing. And
so
I think people really like that. Like they like the full story, and some seasons maybe they didn't really appreciate so much in the full size. Kind of congest better down to a 2-part episode. Yeah. But anyways, that's kind of my rant on things. Like I'm still open to it, and I'm not saying anything bad about them, because who knows, we could have just been lost in the cracks, or they could have just said no and just not got around to saying no. But I mean, I'm always open to it, but that's just me expressing my disappointment, and that's me explaining why there wasn't a lot of stuff on the channel for like almost a month, Civ wise, because I was just kind of sitting and waiting, and I didn't want to say anything at the time because I didn't know where I was.
Yeah,
I didn't know if I had said something that kind of fucked it up. But at this point, I'm just like, I gotta let people know, and I don't want people to use this as like a reason to go, banging on the Yogscast doors and being like, "Hey, you guys are assholes," because I don't think they're assholes. I think we're just very small, and
and they probably get like 1,000 billion emails a day.
Yeah. The very last email I sent them like 2 weeks ago was just, I kind of tried to get the point across where like this is a really small thing for them, but this is like the biggest thing for me.
Yeah.
And I kind of wish they'd appreciated that, but who knows? Maybe something will happen in the future. My goal now is just to keep making these fucking videos better and better and better until they can't ignore them anymore. Yeah. Or they sue us.
No, because it's comedic. You can't.
Yeah, it's fair use. Definitely fair use.
Yeah. There's like, oh my god.
Like it's not.
So
if you watch a
you're
lot
not
of
even
highlight,
getting paid for it, right? I think
no,
that's where
we don't get any money off of them, unfortunately.
Yeah, there's so much.
It gets attraction though.
Stuff over YouTube and fair use right now. It's just insane.
Yeah, like if you watch most highlight videos, which I watch a lot of because I enjoy them, most of them are just like, here's, just starts and it's just like clip, 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 and then it ends, which is what I was going to do originally, but I kind of did the goofy intro on the very first one, and then I was like, on the second one, I was like, I should try another intro, and then that went over well, and then just kind of the intros became the big part of the video that people kind of look forward to.
Sets the tone for the episode.
Yeah, and it gives me the freedom to do like a little bit of production value, which is the stuff I like doing, like editing, putting stuff together, putting cool music on it. Like I like using music a lot, and I think people like musical choices, so that gives me my little bit of creative freedom just to kind of make them uniquely ours compared to other highlight videos, which are just usually a series of clips. So yeah, that's the Yogscast. I still enjoy them. I think I'm a bit weathered now from it, the whole situation. Like I was just like,
yeah,
okay,
definitely.
I understand how this works a bit better now, but I'm still open to things in the future. I'm not saying anything bad about them.
It's just very tough waiting for an email.
Yeah, and I'm the type of guy that gets super nervous about emails too. Like I'll send one if I don't hear anyone or like a reply back. I'm just kind of like, Did that
Like,
email
you didn't
send?
get it? Yeah.
Because I remember I did send a DM to Terps. My very first DM to him was like, "Hey, it's me. I just want to make sure that email got through." And that's when he was like, "Oh yeah, sorry, we've been busy." So if no one says anything, I kind of get like, "Oh, maybe you didn't get through." Really, the lesson of this entire story is I think we just kind of fell through the cracks.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate for me, and I think unfortunate for them, because I think if they put these videos up on the Civ channel, they would probably be at about 150, 200,000 views, which is a decent amount of money for something that's they didn't have to make
for free, basically.
Yeah, like it's content. Like they basically get to recycle their old content and make a couple hundred more bucks off of it, and that's off every video. So I don't know, they're lost too. More mine, but they're lost too. Let's move on.
Yeah, let's move on. Tell us about your struggles in life.
That is my struggle in life.
No, I said Ian. Tell us about your struggles.
Oh, Ian.
Struggles.
Yeah.
I haven't really thought about it.
Ian's struggling with his Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
How's that going?
Yeah. I'm still using a shitty wireless connection, so I know that
Man, I
common
hate
sense
Wi-Fi.
is required to get a wired connection immediately, but me, it kind of takes me a while to do that because I'm fucking lazy.
Just to buy a long cord, a very long cord.
The struggles.
And a drill.
Yeah, I'm that lazy.
It's terrible. It's terrible, Ian. Does anyone else use Wi-Fi here?
No, I'm fucking. This is 2016.
I'm not on Wi-Fi, but I use Wi-Fi in my house.
Like for my phone.
I could never game with Wi-Fi. I've been in too many bad raids. People with Wi-Fi or fucking cordless mice and stuff like that.
Oh
so
my
mouse stopped
God.
working in the middle of a fucking pole. And I was just
Yes.
like, "Are you
Like,
fucking
do you
kidding me?"
understand how serious this is? You get fresh batteries at the beginning of every fucking fight.
Every wipe, you get new batteries. Man.
Do it now.
I remember my first raid. My very first real raid with my own guild was Molten Core raid. Actually, it was with my guild, but because Molten Core was a 40-man raid, we actually had to join up with 2 other guilds. And we were in Molten Core for 8 hours, and we made it to the second boss.
Made it to the second boss.
Second boss.
Holy fuck, that must have been fun.
Part of me was just like, this is great, and part of me was like, everyone else at this fucking raid is a fucking idiot. Like, I was back just like in my very early WoW days when I really wasn't anyone. I was just one of the many people. But that's kind of like the catalyst of me kind of putting things together and going, yeah, I'd rather be in charge of these instead of following people on these, because I could see 20 things going wrong right now.
I ran some, what was it? Rated Battleground groups. Those were fun. I have some great memories of those. Oh, so much fun.
They're fun, but they're not quite the same. It's not quite the same.
Oh, yeah, not as a raid, yeah. But it's very different. But, I don't know.
Like, I know PvPers boohoo on rating, like, oh, good job beating the AI, but it's just...
Oh, no, I like both of them.
You're not competing against the AI, you're competing against your fellow people in the raid.
You just gotta get fucking...
It's an organizational thing.
Yeah.
It's being prepared, like doing
It's
all the
not
stuff
just
you have to
doing
do before the
everything
raid.
perfect, it's getting everyone to do everything perfect and not fuck up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah, no, definitely.
I had a real desire to do it for a couple years. I just, for some reason, I think because I'm just not in a guild. Like, I haven't been really drawn to an MMO. I haven't been in a big guild. There's just never been the draw. The last guild I was in a Star Wars guild. We did all the raiding, and then we tried playing WoW for a bit, and I just fell through. And I was just like, I don't feel it. I don't feel it anymore. But who knows?
Well, yeah, maybe this WoW expansion will relight the passion.
Maybe. Like, I've been playing it a lot more. Like, the new event is really cool. It's kind of like Rift-like, where it's like a large group assault thing. People are taking screenshots of like 40 players flying through the air going to the next objective, and then people are just like, oh, this is amazing, this is what we wanted WoW to be. But a lot has changed too.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like a lot of the community feel has gone from the game, because there's a lot of just like mixed servers. Like, you'll be on a server and you'll see people from other servers in your zone. It's not quite the same as it used to be, but who knows.
Yeah.
It's just old man shaking his fist at the sky.
Get back here, clouds!
It was fun doing Battlegrounds and like being able to see the same people kind of repetitively, I guess. You're like, oh,
Yeah.
it's that motherfucker. Or like you could feel like you're a badass and it's like, oh yeah, they know who's coming. But
I remember when the very first time they introduced the 2 battlegrounds. That was the first 2 battlegrounds were Warsong Gulch
Wrathy Basin.
and Alterac Valley.
Oh.
No, Wrathy was later. Wrathy came
yeah.
in
I see.
Burning Crusade. But those were the first 2 things, and Warsong Gulch was by far the most popular. I remember on my server, because we had a very alliance-heavy server,
I see.
so the only way you could queue up is to actually sit at the fucking entrance, and then like go to try to pass through the thing, and then it would put you in a queue. The Horde were instant queue because they were just outnumbered.
Yeah.
That was part of the draw of being on the Horde on our server. But I remember, like, in between fights, because Warsong Gulches were so close, one's in Ashenvale, one's was in the Barrens, the Alliance would just like, oh, we're bored, so they'd run over to the other fucking Warsong Gulch on the Horde side and just raid them. Like, they would fight there, too.
Jesus
And you'd
Christ.
see all the same guys, because it's all, you know, it was
Yeah.
all the same guys. Which was part of it was a good thing and a bad thing because it added to the community, but at the same time, it was a bad thing because Alliance players would have to sit in queue for 20 minutes to play Warsong Gulch.
Yeah, definitely. Give and
So
take.
that was. But I liked going to Battleground and seeing, like, I still remember, like, the name of the Horde players that I would see and know and see them and go, we're gonna die because fucking Kulu, the Rogue and Thuma Death the fucking Warrior together, and they're gonna fucking murder us. Like, those were my best memories of WoW and PvP, where it's just a familiarity and like my not claim to fame, but like my best moment was fighting fucking Kulu to a standstill when we were off on the side on Warsong where no one else is around. We were just like dueling basically. I was playing my warrior, very undergeared warrior, and he was playing a rogue, and we fought for like 2 minutes before like the other team came around and disrupted it. But I was like, oh, that was awesome.
Fuck.
And I remember that moment like got me like street cred on the server.
Oh, it's sweet.
Like, I'd see them on the forums, and Kula would be like, "Oh, hey, I remember fighting you." I was like, "Yeah, that was cool," that sort of thing. And you lost some of that community when they kind of just mashed all the battlegrounds together.
Definitely. Like, it's great for when you just want to fucking play, not wait for queue times.
Yeah.
But
It's definitely more casual and more user friendly. But some of when people pine for vanilla, I think they pine for stuff like that more than like Molten Core. Molten Core is shit. It's a 40-man raid. It was basically designed with the idea that 5 people in your raid probably aren't doing anything at all. Like, it was dumb. It was a dumb thing. But there were parts of vanilla that were really cool, and I think that was one of the PvP stuff. And like the old ladders and some of the grinds. I don't know how good the grind was, but I mean, those PvP moments were probably my favorite. And that's why I've always kind of been like anti-arena, because arena was the start of the end. Well, not the end, but like the homogenization of it.
let's see.
Anyways, I didn't even mean to talk about that. I was wanting to talk about No Man's Sky.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know
Has
if
anyone
that
played
is. Should I Google that really quick?
You don't know what No Man's Sky is?
No.
I haven't played it,
There was
but
like
I've
a
watched.
big, huge hype around that game.
I've watched
Yeah.
all the hate videos on it. I think.
Yeah,
I didn't watch any hate.
No,
I've only
no
watched
idea.
one video of it. No, I watched 2. I watched Shin play it for a bit, and then I watched Sips play it for a bit. And it was basically the same thing, the first 15 minutes, which is probably the least, especially with Sips, because you just want to fucking punch yourself in the dick, watch him doing anything. It's like,
Yeah,
oh,
he's
no,
not
come
very
on,
good,
man.
eh?
He's
But
so
he's
bad
entertaining.
At something. Yeah, it is bumbling. It's just funny because he's so... At a game like that, he's just like infuriatingly... Bumbling is just a great word for it. That's the only word I can think of. But then I watched him play like Hearts of Iron, and he's actually really good at it. Like this really complex, fucking layered game. It's just certain games he keys in on more, I guess. But
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, basically the premise of No Man's Sky is it's this like full exploration, planets, mining and stuff, and
Ooh.
you can fly into space and got a
Damn.
bunch of.
Oh, is that when you can
And
like
then
go?
you do the
oh, I
same thing
see.
over and over and over and over.
Joe,
Yes.
I think you're gonna love this game.
No, Joe wouldn't love this game because there's really nothing to do in it. Like, there's no base building or anything.
Yeah.
It's just basically you and your spaceship. You mine
Just
it. You can
collecting
upgrade
shit.
your ship a bit, but you can't go into your ship. Your ship is always just a cockpit to you with
Oh.
inventory slots. And Like, there's some really cool aspects to it, and I think I will probably play it a bit more in the future, but I played it 7 hours, and I predicted I'd be done with it in 6, and that's kind of what happened. I mean, it's fun to go around and explore, but the inventory system is incredibly tedious.
Yeah, and a lot of people are having issues with it playing too.
Yeah, there's been some technical issues. I haven't had them so much, but my main issues with just the immersion of it. I mean, if you're gonna make a game like that, make it immersive. Let us walk around in our ships. Let us build things like bases and or like customize the inside of our ship, that sort of thing. The inventory system is just garbage. We're supposed to mine like 500,000 different types of fucking minerals, but we can only carry 20 slots on our fucking ship.
Yeah.
Like, make it more realistic. Allow the stacks to go higher. I don't know.
Or like build like different types of ships. Like, oh, I have a cargo ship, or I've got a fighter ship, or a fast ship.
There you go.
Like,
Well, you can do that. There are like fighters and hybrids and cargo ships, but still. And like, as for like base building, that's never going to work, because the idea is just basically from planet to planet to planet. So
at least make the ship like just huge.
yeah, the
and,
ship
like, you could
needs to
that's
be
your
more
base.
interesting.
Yeah.
I think that's where they lost it. Like, if the ship was able to hold more, if you're able to walk around in it, customize it, build it almost like a modular system, like in like the Fallout base building or just other games where you can build things.
where
Like
the ship
Starbound?
Sure.
No,
Kind of, not really.
Yeah, I guess you could say kind of like Starbound, but Starbound, you always built your little mini base on each planet, right? So you could survive the night instead of always teleporting back. But
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I didn't like Starbound. The controls were wonky. The jumping was really weird. The gravity was weird.
Yeah, for some reason, I've just been playing a lot of Fallout 4 again, so I just feel like if they had something like that, where you just had the base building, but instead of that was ships. Like, you get a basic frame, and then you can add, like, you know, fuselage and just kind of like stick things together and make some like Frankenstein ship.
Yeah, and then
Or even if you had like a big mothership, like that just stayed in orbit, and then you went and landed on planet with a shuttle, that sort of thing. That might be a better approach. But the fact that, yeah, actually, that probably would have been a really good idea if they just had like a big orbital ship that you.
Why don't we just make games? Because
well, here's the thing with
programming right away.
You guys know how to use Blender?
as limited as it is, I think it's a good tech demo to some future game. Or either someone will mod it, or a better version of No Man's Sky will come out.
Yeah.
A good example would be Subnautica. Joe, have you played Subnautica?
No.
Oh, you should play it. You'd like it. You'd like Subnautica a lot.
What?
Yeah, but it's got like kind of like a modular base building system in there. That's kind of similar to what I'd like for a ship.
You said my
But if they had
3
something
favorite
like-
words: base building and penis.
he didn't say penis. Actually.
Oh, did he? Whoops, my bad.
Subnautica suffers from kind of the same thing. Well, you don't really get bored of it, but you kind of run out of shit to do for about 8 to 10 hours. But they've done a good job of adding more stuff to it, and it's. I don't know, I think it's a lot more detail. I like the base building and things like that, and I've seen people do some pretty crazy stuff with it.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, Sips did a long series on Subnautica if you want to like get a feel for it. It's pretty neat. But that's kind of what I think would have made No Man's Sky better, and I think it will be better in the future when they add some more. They have to add more stuff to it. There's been enough people complaining about it, but it's really like a mixed bag. Like, people like, oh, I love this, but I hate this. And that's where the game is at right now.
I think the modular mothership would be the best option to go.
Yeah.
Like
where you can store like a ton of shit.
Yeah, XCOM style. We start off with like just a little mothership, and you can build it or expand it the way you want. Hey, I want better hyper engines so I can go to farther planets which have better resources, or more storage, or like a research lab or some shit like that.
Yeah, they've got some cool stuff in it though. Like there's 3 alien races, and you don't know what the fuck they're saying when you start off with, but you can gradually start piecing the language together through discoveries.
That's cool.
Yeah, you learn like 1 word, or you find like an ancient rune where you learn like 4 words. And if you start to befriend them more, you can meet random aliens, and they'll teach you like 1 word each, and you can slowly put the language together. So that's a cool aspect. And definitely like the exploration, the planet generation, like the different planets. It's just too tedious to get from planet to planet. The crafting system's cumbersome, and you can't hold enough shit. The inventory's like balls. So it's like a really, half of it's great and half of it's fucking awful, so it kind of lands in like the 50% area.
But it's like one of those games that, like, hey, this potential, and someone else is gonna be like, I'm gonna make this other game, which is gonna take all the good stuff, add some more stuff, and be like, boom.
So yeah, I don't know where they're gonna go with it. Like, it's one of like, it is exactly what I said. Like, half of it's awful and half of it's fantastic, and I haven't really seen a game like that before. So it'll be interesting to see where it goes.
Yeah.
I've seen a game like that before. Steven playing basketball.
I don't know if Steve could hold the basketball.
That was the horrible part. It was fantastic.
Why are you guys so mean to
watching
me?
him run around in short shorts.
That's Joe's favorite part.
Wait, yeah, so was the fantastic part that I was in the shorts and the bad part was me actually playing?
Yes.
Yes.
Actually, I like that. Okay, I'm okay with that.
Another gaming thing. I was kind of thinking about this the other day. They have that Dota 2 tournament going on. It's apparently pretty big. Like, the finals is like $9 million or something.
Holy fuck.
Holy moly. Yep. Big money.
And I was just like, it's kind of weird, personally, I feel like, because I play a lot of games and I'm a big time gamer, but I don't give a fuck about esports. I really don't give a shit about them. I don't take them seriously, and I think it's because I've always followed like actual sports
yeah,
since I was young. Like, I'm one of those nerdy types that has been into like football, hockey, basketball like all my life, and I don't know if that's why I don't take them seriously, or if I don't know. What's your guys' opinions on them?
I like esports. I follow.
Yeah, I think they're cool. I don't follow them, but I'm just kind
But
of.
do you guys actually watch like actual like physical sports?
No, I would rather play. Like, I do watch like hockey when it's, you know, like the Olympics or the Stanley Cup, or like, you know, like really awesome games, or like Boston versus Montreal, like something that's going to be super exciting.
I say I'd watch esports more than sports.
Fucking nerd.
Ian?
I hate esports. I just really hate
you?
them. Yeah.
Why?
I just see video games as just like a little fun activity. I mean, I don't really see it as something really serious to take.
Well, kicking a soccer ball around's a fun activity.
Yeah.
Oh.
He doesn't do that either.
Yeah, right?
Well, it depends on what's your opinion on like physical sports. I don't think you're a big sports fan either, are you?
I'm not a big sports fan either. No.
Maybe Ian just doesn't like competitive things.
No,
like to
he's
get
pretty competitive. He's pretty competitive.
Yeah.
The thing about competitive games is though that I get fucking frustrated easily with them, so I tend to try and avoid them as much as possible because Overwatch, man. If I'm playing on a losing team, I'm gonna rage. I'm gonna be so salty.
Well, so am I. And it's like, I used to think there's something wrong with me. I was like, oh, why do I get so mad about shit like that? And that's just competitiveness. Like, one of the.
I like to win.
I used to think it was like, oh, I'm a really poor sport. Like, I don't like that part about me.
Me too.
But you know who like one of the greatest poor sports in the world was? Fucking Michael Jordan. Hated losing. He was a fucking bitch about it. And he fucking. I mean,
take it to a point, but don't be a fucking baby about it.
Fucking Michael Jordan punched a teammate out.
Oh well, what a fucking baby.
He's also the greatest athlete of our time. So
damn. I get mad, but
that's
I don't
his
want to go out
passion.
and punch
Like,
somebody.
He wanted to win. Like, he devoted himself to winning. He's like, if you're on my team,
he was insane.
You better put in that same effort that I'm putting in, because we're gonna win.
And that's why I stopped playing like WoW PvP, because I was just like, ugh, it's too much energy to put in something when just other people can let you down so bad. Because I can only do what I can do. I'm gonna have a good game or I'm gonna have a bad game. Usually it's a decent game where if everyone is playing as well as I was, we'd probably win.
I leveled to fucking level 80 in Cataclysm, just straight PvP. I didn't go from like, from like 30 to 80. I was pretty much just straight PvP. It took me a little over 10 days gameplay time to get max level. But I did. I fast. I don't know. It was so much fun. Just fucking loved it.
But yeah, I get really like in fucking Overwatch. I don't know, just like in like close games. Like they're like really close game where you had to like push like right to the end. And you lost at the last second. And people are like, "Good game," and I was like, "Fuck you." Fuck you. That's like all I can think. It's like I still lost. I don't give a shit how close it was. I don't even care that this was quick play. Fuck you. Like we were playing yesterday, and Steve was like, we lost, and Steve was like, all right, I'm bouncing. I'm like, I'm gonna go kill myself. Like, that's
Yeah. Oh, I thought you said that because I was leaving. Like, you left before I could say don't and put a heart, but so I was afraid you might.
But no, but I do get, and I love fucking like a nice win. But at the same time, like I'm not the guy who like to talk shit if we're winning, either. Like I'll talk shit to like to our, like I'll do it with the friends on our team. But I won't do it to like the other guys. I'll be like, "Oh, you guys suck shit. Fucking kill yourselves."
Yeah. That's just rude.
Like if me and Steve were on Mumble when we roll a team, I was like, "Holy shit, we rolled those guys. Fuck, they suck." But I won't actually like ever do it to the other team because I'm not that guy. I remember one really bad game I was in, and we just got fucking stomped. And I said to my team, "We should all uninstall our game."
I saw that once, but you just said uninstall or something.
You were saying that just to you in a private message.
Yeah.
Mainly just me saying that to Steve. But yeah, so our opinion on esports is it's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Joe
Well,
likes them.
no for Ian. He's on the other side.
Yep.
What, Joe? You're just a soft now.
No, I like
No,
it.
Joe likes it.
Joe.
Yeah.
Joe likes it. Kid,
Yeah.
Josh is kind of neutral, and I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, I don't really watch it. I don't really care. I don't.
It's
I'll be on
exciting
Reddit.
that someone could win that much money on that thing, though. Like, it's cool.
I just find it weird when people like idolize these people, and I know they should because they are like stars,
it's-
but I don't know. Just it doesn't register in my brain as like they're actual like doing anything useful.
Like throwing a
I don't
ball
know.
into a
Just
hoop.
like a 50-year-old skinny white dude winning this fucking this like Dota tournament or something or whatever it was, and I just like. I'm a 40-year-old man. How am I supposed to be like, oh yeah, good job, Master Slayer.
Good job, Jeffrey. I call him Jeffrey. He emailed me once.
What did he say?
He said, "Stop emailing me."
We spent too much time talking about other things.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about. We kind of, in our last one we kind of skipped our heavy topic where let's talk about something heavy and interesting, and we didn't do that in the last one. We talked about death in the first one.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
we talked about
Was it life in the first
talked
one
about-
or the second, and then
no, we
passion,
talked about like
Dating
defining human
homeless
nature.
people
Was like
in the second one.
connection?
we talked about Jared fucking kids. No, we talked about like if people are like really decent but they do one terrible thing, are they a bad person or a good person? I want to talk about today
Depends.
something that I've always wondered about is what is your opinion on love, Joe? Is love a thing?
Is love a thing?
Is love an actual real thing?
Like scientifically or metaphysically?
Yes, scientifically.
I don't think you can actually put like a physical quantum on it. I think it's more of a metaphysical.
Yeah, there's
thing.
scientific things going on in your brain when you see
Yeah,
someone
there's
you
like
love.
chemical reactions. So yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'll have to
Yes.
say love is an actual thing.
Is love an
It's-
actual like single thing, or is love an amalgamation of like
Of
1,000 different things?
Yes. It's not a single thing. It's not like boom. I love pizza. Well, no, it's like you love pizza because it's hot, it's gooey, it's cheesy. You can get pepperoni.
I'm not talking
on
about
it.
your love of pizza. I'm talking generally like
Human person.
involving
Yeah.
another human
Guy
being.
Yes.
loves a girl,
Yeah,
or
same
a
thing.
dog. Or when a guy
a guy
loves
loves
a
a
guy.
guy. Yeah.
It's like it's a
Or when a
thousand.
girl
different
loves
things
a
going on
girl.
at once. But love
So many things.
Or when a guy loves a dog.
so many.
In that way.
in that
But
way.
why do we
Oh.
draw the line there?
Steve? What about you?
Yeah, I'm with Joe. I'm with Joe on this.
All right. Ian?
I'm pretty negative about this.
I you know what? I
Just
had a
gotta
feeling,
say
but I
that.
didn't want to say it before you kind of weighed in.
I think love is an illusion.
An illusion.
Yeah. Like love lasts for so long, and then after a while, it eventually just turns into something else. Like, it's a guarantee that it'll definitely turn into something else. Like, say you got like a happy relation, you love each other for a while and stuff like that, and you know, maybe at some point deep in the future or something, like one of you just might possibly hate or get bored of each other, and then it just results in just mishaps and nonsense and bad
Yeah,
stuff.
if you're lucky, it just ends in death, and then that's
But-
bad for like
But
someone
but
else.
if it goes that way, Ian, was it really love to begin with?
No, it's not.
So-
But yeah, it's
What?
love. You thought it was love, but
No.
I think
Not
Ian
so.
secretly agrees, though. Because we're not saying it's like a power or anything. We're saying it's like it's basically like a series of chemical triggers.
Yeah.
This is how I've always thought of love. Love is a gigantic, like 20,000 item checklist. And you meet a person, and basically your brain registers how many of those things gets checked off. And if it reaches a certain point, you're like, yeah, I'm in.
Yeah.
That sort of thing.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
That person checks enough boxes for you, because they're never going to be fully checked.
Yeah, you get 2 check marks out of 20. Boom. Hey, baby. What's going on?
Well, that's
low
Steve.
standards, Joe. Okay.
Female and breathing. Boom. I'm in love. That's 2 check marks right there.
Hey, that
you have to be
is
awake
respectable. Oh, come on.
Oh, I'm in jail.
You ruined it.
Well, right, yeah. That's a perfect thing. It's like 20,000 check marks. You get over like
That's what I've always thought it was.
But that's the thing, like Ian was saying, over time, what if some of those check marks all of a sudden are getting erased off? Well, then you're falling below that.
That's why I'm saying I think Ian
threshold.
secretly agrees, because those checks aren't permanently changed.
I
Or
think-
there.
It just sounded like he was saying, like, it's just love is going to pretty much end up in pain or something, like, bad.
Well, it can, because
Pretty
it's all...
much. That's what led me to the answer about being an illusion.
Well, it can, because that checklist is based on your perception. You meet someone, and you're like, oh, this is the greatest person in the world. And like all these check boxes are checked off. And then, you go out with them for a while, and you're like, yeah, this is still pretty good. And some of those check marks will come off, and then you get married, and then you kind of realize who they are.
And then you
Like,
get some
this
more
guy's
check
like a
marks
horrible
checked off.
racist. I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Hopefully you know that before
he
you
hates the
marry
Chinese.
someone.
Like,
No, that happens. Like, that literally happens. Like,
Or guys, like, being 40 and they're like, oh, I'm gay. I just realized.
I mean, if you
All
rush
right,
into
I like
things,
penises.
like some people get really headstrong about this stuff. Like, oh, I just met this amazing woman. We're getting married. We've known each other for 2 weeks. And other friends are like, are you fucking kidding me? And then you marry her and you realize, like, she's fucking, a severe racist and, like, beat her last fucking boyfriend or something. And you're like, oh,
Jesus.
this ain't going to work out. This is not good at all. Or it's like, oh, she hates that you play video games and...
Jerked off too
Out
much.
the door. Out the
Yeah.
door. Yeah, that's the thing.
No, things do change. Sometimes things change for the better. Where you're like, oh, her favorite movie is fucking Empire Strikes Back. That's awesome. I didn't even know that about her. So that's a new check mark.
You've got the Dark Crystal Collection too. Oh my god!
Oh. But and it varies from person to person. Like, your list is going to be different from my list.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Joe's are very fucking simple.
but I mean,
I'm going to shit my pants.
That's
It's
not
been
on my
so
list.
long. I've been
That's
holding
not
them
on
for
my
so
list.
long. I was
Not
like, I just have to make it
again.
to the 1 hour mark. And then you were like, now let's get into our deep conversation. I'm like, oh, fuck. But
Did you just like?
do you need to take a break, Steve?
Yeah, did
No,
you do
let's
this like
get
at
this done.
Savage Lands? Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I was gonna say, didn't this sound? I think
guys,
we've had this
I have an
conversation
autoimmune
before.
disease, okay? I don't know. Like,
It's called X-Lax
I
and
shit,
Burrito Night,
I
guys.
shit myself mid-raid.
Steve's like,
and
speaking
I
of
cannot
love,
leave.
I got to take the biggest shit
Love is being
taking a
able to
big
shit
old deuce.
without.
on your girlfriend's chest.
That's one way to describe love.
That's his check
Love is
mark.
She
being
doesn't
able
like
to have
it, a
my
bunch of check marks.
explosive
Yeah.
shit without feeling judged.
Oh god.
You're like first date. You're like hot Charlie, and if she winks at you, you're like we're married.
Shit, we're married.
I mean, to go hand in hand with that, it's because when I hear about people talking about like the power of love, I want to like throw up a lot. Like, oh,
That's the power of love.
I was in the hospital. I was really sick, but my wife's love for me brought me back. It's like, no,
Okay,
it didn't.
that's lame.
The fucking doctor did
Obviously, God did that.
that. But it's funny to me, like people who go like, oh, I believe in like the power of love, but they don't believe in like God. It's like, well, you believe in one magical, non-existent thing. Why don't you believe in the other one? Like, fucking
Well,
come on.
Do you
I
believe in
think
wizards?
love is a little bit more real than God.
It isn't though.
Yeah,
in
it
that
is.
context, if you think like love is fucking healing you, you're insane.
Okay, well that's.
It's placebo.
But it could-
It's your
it-
free will.
yeah.
It's
It worked a
you.
few times in cartoon shows.
It's
Right.
like laughter. Like laughter's good for you. It gives some good benefits. Maybe love. You're like, yeah, I'm in a better mood right now because I'm not a sad, lonely piece of shit. Who knows? I
Right.
don't know.
Which isn't love itself, but it's all the side effects of being in a relationship
Yeah.
and having someone you care about, right?
Mhm.
I'd be interested to think what other people or hear what other people think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Tell us what you think is love.
reply in the comments, subscribe, share
What
this
is-
video.
What is love? What?
Baby, don't hurt me.
Don't hurt me.
Don't hurt me.
No
No
more.
more.
I'm nodding my head right now, but you can't see it.
Everyone shake your mics.
No.
Do not.
Anyone got a face cam? Represent all of us doing the headbang?
Nope. No camera.
No camera. No cameras ever.
No camera.
Oh.
Let's talk about games. And then we can let Steve go take a shit.
Yeah. Drop his dukes.
Hey, we
Owen
offered
his
him a chance to
turd
go.
in his pants.
I've been playing Overwatch.
Yep.
There was something I was excited about, maybe.
New map
For
in
Honor.
Overwatch.
You were looking forward to that.
No, I'm excited for that, but I thought
Yeah.
there was maybe something else.
Oh.
Maybe WoW. Maybe it was WoW.
I've been playing the pre-patch stuff, and it's been pretty good. It's better than the last couple ones. I like the invasions. I love that they're basically just handing out loot, which is cool too. It's like, oh, you want item level 700 stuff? Here you go. Whee!
Whee!
I mean, who cares, right? Because you're going to lose it all in the first quest in the next fucking
Yeah.
expansion anyways.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, like, the cinematics are great too. Like, some crazy shit has happened
Oh,
in the game. Like,
They're always
Varian
great.
Rin is dead. And he died, like, fucking horribly. I watched the
Oh.
cinematic. It's at
Fuck.
the end of,
I want to watch that.
it's at the end of the
Spoiler alerts,
scenario.
people.
Spoiler alerts for something that's been out for 2 weeks.
Oh, okay, never mind.
It's there's a scenario you do before you can start doing the invasions for the Alliance of the Horde, and Varian dies in the end. It's like there's no ambiguity there. Like, he dies fucking horribly, like screaming like
Jesus.
a fucking crazy person. Like, Gul'dan just like, kills the shit out of him, and fucking Vol'jin dies, and Tyrion Fordring dies. Like, all these people are dying, and fucking what's her name? Sylvanas is in charge of. She's the new war chief.
Oh.
Crazy things going on in that game. Like, they're just overhauled. Like, things are being changed real quickly.
Huh.
But yeah, so they're definitely. I think they kind of looked at like the kind of mild failure of Warlords of Draenor, and they're like, okay, we need to get this better again. What's really funny though is when Mists of Pandaria was announced, people thought it was a joke, and then people started playing, and they're like, what are we doing? Like,
It
pandas?
was funny. Like 2 or 3 years before Mist came out, we were fucking around with one of our buddies that was just getting into WoW, and we're like, yeah, the new one's gonna have like pandas and shit, and like fucking like 2 years later it came out. It kind of blew my mind.
Yeah,
Like,
and it was kind of like a joke, but now we look back, and I think Mists of Pandaria is one of their best expansions. Like, it's fucking
it was
beautiful.
a pretty one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a beautiful. Like, a lot of the raids were really cool. Like, they did fuck ups with the raids, like where they, the raids were a bit too long. They were out a bit too long before the next one came out, and that's usual stuff. Like, Ice Crown Citadel was out for like 14 years before a new one came out. But yeah, I really like Miss. The Jade Forest, like the quest line there, it was like you were in like a Chinese adventure movie. It's like you're just going from town to town doing these really random adventures. That was
So cool.
I don't know. It was a really great expansion, I think, looking back. It's probably up there with Burning Crusade and Wrath for me. So hopefully this new Legion one. Legion one seems really bent on kind of like the odds are against us, we're going to die sort of thing.
Ooh.
So
Bring
seems
us all
like it'd be
together.
a lot more war, a lot more grim. So yeah, I've been playing WoW.
Just
We've been
like
playing Overwatch. I've been playing Diva in Overwatch. I'm kind of getting away from my support classes.
Yeah, it's fun stuff.
Diva's fun, especially since you got her buffs, so she's a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
Joe, what have you been playing?
Playing Diablo 3, new season's out last week.
Yeah, I played it
Just
up
played
to
a
like
little
level
bit.
50 something.
Yeah, I think I'm 40 something. I've just been playing on and up and working quite a bit. I'm still in the For Honor beta. It's like just ruining, just rocking it up with my samurai ninja warrior guy, doing my thing with my clan.
Yeah,
Kinda
he's been really getting tight with the developers too, and he's like, "Don't sell a copy to Steve.
Yeah. They're gonna
So
make a
fucked
guy
So
He'd
fucked
be
like-
blocked."
who has like one leg and his penis is cut off, and they're gonna call him Steve.
You guys, you're hilarious, but like, I don't want to fucking shit my pants on this recording. Let's wrap it up. Let's wrap it up.
Playing some Fable, stuff like that.
Cool. Which
yeah.
Fable?
Anniversary. I bought it was on
Nice.
sale like a while ago. I just never started playing it.
Original
That's
Fable's
how
cool.
games go.
It's really great, and then the end is like, what? All right. It's more based on gameplay than like the actual story and the ending.
Yeah.
Okay,
Ian?
Ian, tell us what you're playing, and then let's go.
Do you want to take that shit? You can just go ahead and take it. You don't need to be
No,
here
we're
anymore.
almost done.
Okay. Now that Joe mentioned about Diablo, I'll probably play Diablo 3 again. I've been playing Gary's mod. Marvel Heroes usually, and I recently bought Call of Duty 1 and 2, and I'm going to play those campaigns through Veteran, so...
What kind of porn have you been watching?
You need to watch porno.
He stars in them.
You watch your own porn?
Big Dick Ian.
Yep.
That's what they call him. I've been playing a lot of Fallout 4 too. And in fact, that's probably what I'm going to play after done this. I don't know why. I just keep coming back to it. I find new mods and I'm just like, I'm going to try this out. And I want to try a new build. Like I've been badly wanting to try a shotgun luck build, which is what I'm doing today. And it's tedious. It's not working out as well as I hope.
Are you doing that as survival or on regular?
Yeah, survival. That's the only way I play now.
I haven't had the time to get in survival because it's like you need time to play survival, like a good 3 hours.
Well, I got a new mod too, which is basically like the Start Another Life mod in Skyrim, where you don't start as the Vault Dweller.
Oh, nice.
Which is really cool because you start out with these like new abilities, like I'm a doctor, or I'm a caravaner, or I'm one of the gunners. But you start out at level 1 in the middle of the fucking nowhere sometimes, and it's really hard on survival to be level 1. Like when you do it in the main game, you start off up by Sanctuary, you can do those little quests, you get all that easy XP. It's not hard to get to level 5 really quickly, but anywhere else, it's fucking it's a nightmare.
Good luck,
it's
have fun, scrub.
Steve was on Mumble with me when I was playing for a bit. I was trying to get to like a save point.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. I was level 1 at the time.
Oh, you died. Wasted like 40 minutes or something, right?
Yeah, just like anything like breathes on you and you die. So that's part of the challenge.
Fucking brutal.
Still enjoying it.
Yeah.
Anyways, I think we're good. We talked about games. Cool. We talked about love. We talked about the Yogscast. We talked about No Man's Sky, and we talked about something else that I already forgot.
Yeah. Love.
No, that was mentioned like at the second time. Yeah, so was video games.
Ian's really got love on his mind.
Steve, go take a poo.
Yeah, okay. Signing out. Good day, gentlemen.
Leave the door open.
Yeah, I want to hear you.
Just be hearing all these grunts.
Everyone say goodbye.
All right. Good
night.
night.